We go all night, yeah. We got that fight, yeah. Our future look nice, yeah. Our future look bright, yeah. Our future look nice, yeah. Our future look bright, yeah.
Welcome back to Milwaukee Live. I'm here with Cooper.
Hey.
Yeah.
What's up, Milwaukee?
Hey. So he is from Wicked Urban Grill. He's the chef and owner.
That's it.
And we were really excited. We actually went to Lakeshore Park yesterday, and that's where we got to eat some of the food that he provides us with.
Yes.
So why don't we just take a quick little look at that video? It's really good. Yeah, so that was a really cool event. So you guys you're following like the traveling beer garden, correct?
Yes, we are. Yeah, started in May 18th, and what happened is throughout the whole entire winter, I was one of a couple of food trucks that were out for the winter, and we just scrapped everything together, and I just tried to make my dollar, tried to make my nickel, my penny, and we were fortunate enough to get a phone call from the Sparker Brewery Corporation when they found out, hey, this food truck is still out in the town. So January and February, I roll up, and they had a couple of reveals of some beers that were coming out, and I was presented a phone number, said you need to call the county parks. They're expecting you right now. Your food is just crazy. You're adding beer to the chicken, to the sauce. You're making a mousse. You're doing a dessert. You're crazy. I said, yeah, I'm wicked. So this is the food that I want to eat at camp, drinking a beer, having a great time with family and friends. That's why we made the Wicked Urban Grill. So with that, I took over the contract. And we have a contract with the Milwaukee County Parks. The Traveling Beer Garden travels through assorted parks.
I see.
And we are the Traveling Beer Garden. We have a 30-day tour, which is called Roll at the Barrel. Okay. And we have a pint tour. So we are at Lake Park right now. And we are there till August 6th. Okay. We're also at Scout Lake Park, which is down in Greendale. So that is our 30-day tour. And we do all the different types of foods that are sausages, Bavarians. We have the pretzel that you just saw that you had.
I love the pretzel, you guys. I gotta admit, I went home and I was craving the pretzel.
It's different.
It was addicting. It was different. So delicious.
That pretzel.
Yeah, it's not your typical pretzel that you get from a rotating kind of machine.
No, this pretzel does not sit on a hook. It is not covered in this huge rock white artificial salt candy that makes your blood pressure boil and your eyes roll to the back of your head, and it makes Sessions IPA from City Lights Brewery taste bad. This is a pretzel that was derived from a recipe. Both Matt and Katie from the Milwaukee Pretzel Company went to Germany, spent some time in Germany, researched it. This is something that needs to come back to Milwaukee. I got into it because the parks were already using it, but we went ahead and we deep fried it.
Yeah, it was delicious.
So I was a baker, a former pastry cook. I worked at Disney World Resorts. I worked at the Peabody, the Marriott World Center. I took this product, and we accidentally dropped one in the deep fryer. One of my employees, young lady, Melina, she dropped one in the deep fryer. She calls me up. She was in the second truck, and what you've got to try this. It's like a sopapilla. It's like a donut. It's amazing. So then I started testing out different flavors. We take the garlic salt at the end of the night every 3 or 4 days. I'll put a little extra charcoal in truck one, Wicked One, and I'll roast 5, 10, 15 pounds of the garlic salt. So I get that smokiness. We sprinkle it over top. That's it. Beer cheese.
Yeah, it had so much flavor. It was very,
4,000 pretzels.
Oh my gosh.
Out of 2 food trucks.
Wow.
Since May 18th. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we're doing 80 to 85 pretzels a day.
Wow. Yeah, you guys, they are absolutely delicious. If you see them out, definitely try the pretzels along with a lot of their other food items. But let's kind of start in the beginning. So how did you end up cooking, and where did it take you along this
Found the truck. At the time, it was the girlfriend's father's truck.
Oh, okay.
And it was sitting at the farm in the snowbank. And I went, that's a food truck. And we all looked at one another and went, yeah. So I had a little setup that was a trailer and a truck down in Central Florida. And being a cook, being a baker, working the resorts.
Yeah, you said you worked at Disney World,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
Is
And that's
it
where I
as
got my
magical
training.
behind the scenes as it is?
I tell you what, hey, we're having a beer, but I tell you what, anybody out there in the culinary world, you want to get an awesome job, you go work at Disney for a couple years, because you're going to work with people from this whole entire planet and learn all kinds of different stuff. So we gutted out the truck, 2013, 12 and a half, 2013. Gutted it out. Our first major gig was the Blue Ribbon Beer Run.
Okay.
All right. Awesome car show. It was near the historic Pabst, and it was Juno and 8th. So we did that the 13th and the 2014th. We met, we also catered the after breast cancer diagnosis, which also led me to find and meet with the Goodwill Industries. I'm also one of the first food trucks ever at Great Lakes Naval Station. So after that, Great Lakes Naval Station, we created with food and beverage, Burgerpalooza. And we took some of the employees of the Goodwill Industries that were at Galley 535 on Great Lakes Naval Station. And what we did is we passed out 6,500 samples of our pork and chicken and the burger, and we fed 7,500 sailors. And I did that 2 years in a row. And then Forward Food Fleet put out a memo to local food trucks. We actually have local food trucks here in Milwaukee going to Great Lakes Naval Station. And they're actually selling on property. So that's really cool. And the power of a food truck is amazing. So for convenience, health purposes, and full out, totally different flavor. And why sit and wait when you can watch it and get it in 10, 15 seconds? So lots of street festivals. Harley 110th out in the Lake Country area, we did that. Bayview Bash was amazing. Tosa Fest, we're doing Tosa Fest again.
Okay, cool. So that's one.
And we built a second food truck. So back to the traveling beer garden, we have two food trucks. So instead of doing a pop-up restaurant, which would have been a lot of fun, but then more maintenance, we decided that's it. 1st of April, we got the contract. Let's start funding a food truck. We built a second food truck. Half built, found it, and we built a second food truck. And here we are, following the traveling beer garden, serving food daily, Monday through Friday from 4 to 9, Saturday and Sunday 11 to 10. And we're doing some wicked things, and we're also using and incorporating the Sprecher beer products in our foods also.
Oh, great.
Yep.
That's so good. So, what else do you see happening in your future? Do you hope you get another food truck?
The future is a third food truck. I would love a brick and mortar. I'm not barbecue. I'm high heat, charcoal, roasted meats, vegetables, desserts, anything that I can put on a grill and give that client, give that customer, give that corporation, give you that wow factor. I want that wow factor. I have taken sponge cake, grilled sponge cake over 400 degrees, made a 3-berry coulis and fresh vanilla bean whipped cream, and served it out the window at Urban Harvest.
Yeah, that sounds delicious.
Okay? Dessert off a food truck in the middle of May I have another one, please?
Yeah.
You know? So you just got a hot grilled sponge cake with fresh fresh whipped cream and cooled berries off of a food truck.
It sounds delicious.
So I try to do something totally crazy. We use all the odd different types of sausages, Polish, sweets, garlics, nothing too spicy. I make my own sauce. I'm creating my own flavors and my own herbs and spices. We don't do any sugars. During the winter time, I'll bake, and we have some gluten-free products. But other than that, it's straight up hand-cut French fries. Milwaukee's best pretzels, Milwaukee Pretzel Company. and all fresh meats, vegetables. We do a Sunday brunch
Okay.
with the county parks. So I incorporated that also into the traveling beer garden. We do a 9-ounce ribeye steak, get them hand cut from El Rey's. And I go into El Rey's. And I tell you what, Piquito habla español. Not very good though. But they see me coming and they'll
They
take,
know what to do.
here's your 50 steaks, dude.
Yeah.
So go for it. And I see a couple of the people that stop by, they're like, oh my God, he's grilling these over charcoal.
Yeah.
Bacon wrapped asparagus. And I see the food truck, I see the food truck possibly going to a permanent location.
Okay.
I love the breweries. Right now, I mean, we're having a Sessions IPA. Okay, I've cooked at City Lights, Urban Harvest. I've cooked at Baloba. Baloba's excellent. It's one of the best that's out of the metropolitan area. So they're over on Brookfield Road. This is Wicked Urban Grill, but I promote what I use, and I love drinking the beer. Third Space Brewery, amazing. Andy and Kevin, great guys. Get there, eat the food.
Yeah.
Okay, have the parties there. Hire a food truck. Don't dirty your kitchen. Hire a food truck. Go to one of the breweries. Don't Don't spend the $300. Let us do the work, and we show up and give you the party. So we get wicked on you. I see that. I see a third food truck.
Great. That's awesome. Now, you showed me some pictures before we started of some things that you do teaching cooking lessons.
Yes. Met a young lady named Lord Geneva Bird.
Okay.
Actually, and I stuttered because I'm embarrassed. Very attractive young lady, and I was flirting with her and noticed all of her scratch recipe baked goods. I have $400 worth of pork, chicken, wings, steaks, potatoes. She looks at my cart, I look at her cart, and we hit it off. Hey, I'm a baker. What are you doing with all that? Oh, I would love to bake and start a school. The Little Bakers Association.
Okay.
I'm part of a 501c, and we take inner city youths and we teach them baking skills, math skills, troubleshooting skills, cooking, sanitation, health, proper eating habits, sitting at the table, proper placements of forks and knives, be a gentleman, be a young lady. And this is taken off. It's at Park Lawn YMCA right now.
Okay.
We're currently looking for a kitchen to rent.
Okay.
So we can provide the children with
A space.
the space and the adequate equipment. So they can go through. Back in the 80s, I learned home ec. I learned to sew. I can do a button. I can cook. But that was back in the 80s. The schools don't do that anymore. So that's a big thing that I want to get back into. With the Traveling Beer Garden, I'm working 7 days a week.
Sure.
So, but that's something that I really like. You can find me on Wicked Urban Grill if anybody has any interest in helping us out. It's a Little Bakers Association. Do it.
Well, Cooper, everybody that's watching is now thoroughly hungry, and David is wondering, do you do birthday parties? He wants you to come on over.
Yes, we do backyard parties. I will not turn a back party down. I'm the food truck that says yes. So, David, call us, Wicked Urban Grill, or get us on Facebook. Depending on what your budget, you're going to get exactly what you want. Cool. We will bring the food truck and back it into the backyard, and you can have a party in the truck. Yes, we do that.
Good.
That's amazing. They're also wondering, what is your favorite thing to cook?
Ooh, all of it. all of it. Actually, it's I like the creation that I get. My in-laws have an aquaponics farm.
Okay.
So mom's growing, my mother-in-law is growing all fresh greens. We're going to have potatoes pretty soon, tomatoes, snap peas, Japanese green beans.
So it's a family thing.
So it's a family thing, and mom always comes down and she brings 8-9 dozen fresh brown eggs. Here's some chicken. See what you can do with it. Let's try something different. My whole meats, I don't do barbecue. I do specialty meats. I like the lamb chops. I like the whole Cornish hens. We do a whole Cornish hen.
Wow.
It was absolutely amazing. We were doing that at Third Space Brewery for a while and Urban Harvest. And it was just absolutely incredible. So the whole, oh my God, I got a Cornish hen with fresh grilled vegetables. Seafood, we love doing seafood. We don't say no to anything. And whatever's in season that looks great, I know that I can make it taste amazing, especially on 450 to 500 degree grill.
Sure.
Whiskey barrel.
Dave is wondering if you ever sleep with all this cooking that you're doing. Do you get
Lightly.
sleep ever?
Lightly. Yeah, Dave, I sleep lightly. So I might sleep a little harder after this, but I get the night off because I got crews in the trucks. So I'm having a beer and it might help. Uber home.
Andy is starting some rumors here. He's wondering if your truck can do some burnouts.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a great video of it. You want to see it? You guys got my phone. Wicked 1 is a 1978 Snap-on tool truck. It's a P30. We blew the motor 2 years ago. Oh, no. A friend of ours who sold us our 51 Chevy called me up last year and says, I got a motor for you. Turned out it's a 365 horse, 425 foot-pound torque vet motor with 202 heads, big-ass carburetor. And we drove it to Wayland, Missouri for Rust Revival. And I grabbed a couple gallons of bleach, bleached up the rear end, and she will put smoke in the air with a burnout. So yeah, the food truck does burnouts, and it's done more than one. Yeah, we were at Late Model Throttle doing their fall shootout, lit one about 20 feet long, dually tires. So yeah, it does burnouts. It's got a video on it. Go to Facebook.
Casey is wondering, what kind of seafood do you offer?
Any and all seafood that's available. We still have connections, very, very good connections down in Florida, so we can get any kind of seafood within a 24 to 48 hour time frame, depending on the budget of the client. But right now, it's jumbo shrimp, lobster tail, Florida lobster tail. A lot of that's going to come in, especially in the northern Midwest, frozen, unless we fly it in from Bar Harbor, Maine, northern East Coast, and we can do anything. So we will ship it in, we will find it, and we'll offer our services for any kind of seafood.
Oh, that sounds good.
We've got some people here wondering if you offer Wicked t-shirts.
T-shirts will possibly be for sale. We made t-shirts for the employees. We concentrated on the employees. We concentrated on the traveling beer garden for starters.
It's a good idea.
Message me on Facebook. These shirts right here, we made these shirts. So these are my shirts. I cook in these things almost every day, if not the t-shirts. But get with us on Facebook.
So I can just tell you have extreme passion for this. How does cooking and sharing your food, what does it do for you? Why do you love this so much?
I guess it gets me high.
Yeah.
It's an awesome high. My 12-year-old son, Drew, he works the truck with me.
Yeah, we saw
My
him.
wife will come down, and my wife will work. And it's just awesome to be able to give. When you come to the food truck, you come to my house.
Sure.
This is my kitchen. You're going to get fed.
Yeah.
So, in being old school, if you come to my house, you're going to come in and just sit down. You're not going to call and ask. You're going to just throw the kickstand down. You're going to drop off the bagger. You can drop off the scooter. You're going to roll up, slam little 59 Betty down to the ground, pull up in the truck, park in the grass.
Yeah.
And I expect
And
you to
you'll
have a
come
bottle
there.
of Jack or some moonshine waiting, because half the dinner's going to be done when I get there.
Yeah.
And then you roll out the sleeping bags. At Wicked Urban Grill, we're friendly, we're professional, we're licensed, we're insured, but we tend to bring the party.
Yeah.
We're family people. We love kids' parties. There's Nico right there. There's that loaded pork pretzel with the truck sauce.
Yeah.
And
the truck sauce was good.
It's awesome. Been making that for a long time. Been making that since the 90s.
I know you even had the root beer float yesterday.
And then the Sprecher bike from Fixation.
Oh, yeah. That's cool, too.
Yep.
Yeah, that you
Awesome
can win one of
bike.
those
You can
bikes.
get that at either park location.
Okay.
And you can sign up to win that. End of the year, we're going to pull that as a drawing. That is a bicycle that was built by Fixation Bicycles.
Okay.
And that is our beer garden hopper. And I believe I said hopper correctly. I call it a hopper. It's not really a fixie. It is a freewheel. Okay. But it's really cool, and it can hold any style stein.
Yeah, I saw that
So
it
it's
had that
all
glass
leather.
there.
Oh yeah. I was looking for pedals. I was going to steal pedals from some kid's bike at the park. I want to go for a ride with it.
Yeah.
So Oak Leaf Trail goes, 150 miles? I was going to be gone.
You could get a fire pretty quickly.
Yeah, they would have caught me. Probably would have been bzzz. That would have helped. So I had food to cook.
Pug is wondering if she has missed any desserts, possibly chocolate.
Tug has not missed any desserts. Tug makes her own desserts. Did you say Tug?
Pug.
Pug? Okay, because I have an employee named Tug. And I'm thinking, okay, wait a minute.
Makes them, so
Oh,
you
yeah.
can miss it,
Yeah, Caroline
Pug,
Baker.
Yeah,
she's
you guys
awesome.
said you do some desserts. That sounds
We do some
delicious.
desserts. We actually take the pretzel and we have Nutella, raspberry, caramel, a chocolate sauce, a sweet chocolate sauce, and a friend of ours down in Chicago, Kelly, loves peanut butter. So now we're going to start putting peanut butter on a fried pretzel. And this fried pretzel that we've been talking about,
Yeah.
it's like a sopapilla or like a fresh donut. It's very thin crust,
Yes.
but the reason why I deep fry
Crisp
it is
and then
because
soft.
it's hot all throughout the inside. And the inconsistency of pizza ovens or regular ovens and indirect heat or direct heat, even on the grill, we grilled yours because we want to try something different.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it was. It really
So,
was good.
and I built the grill, so I gotta say my grill's pretty good. So, and that's one of the older grills that I built.
Wow. Yeah, it sounds good. And I have a sweet tooth, so like any kind of
I can eat 2 dessert pretzels
yeah.
every other day.
Yeah.
I have a pretzel in the morning.
Do you?
I will literally have a pretzel in the morning. Up at 5, get going, have my coffee, and as soon as I get to one of the first trucks, I make sure that the grocery list is complete, which I get it texted from either manager at the
Okay,
trucks.
sure.
So I got great communication with my teams.
Yeah, how many
And-
employees do you have right now?
We have 6 employees.
Okay.
We have 4 full-time employees right now. We have Nico and Macy. We have Katie Baker. Katie Baker is a young lady that would be going to MSOE,
Okay.
and she is a robotics expert, and she loves running the truck. So I have an amazing staff. I have some couple civilian kids, and I have some law enforcement kids too.
Wow.
So, and they all work. We're in the positive.
Yeah.
Haven't found anything missing.
Good.
Except for when we grill the steaks.
Suddenly they
I
don't-
need to start charging $5 for steaks because it's like, wait a minute, I had 50, there's 44 left. Where did 6 steaks go?
They're
Did I
doing
do
a
the
lot
math
of taste
right?
testing. They're making sure
Yeah.
it tastes
Oh,
good.
it says,
Yeah,
okay, yeah, the
it's
steak
for
is great. Coop,
company.
leave our truck, okay? You can go home now. So, yeah, we have a great time.
We
It's a
have
good
some
time.
viewers that would like you to remind them where can they find you.
Yeah.
They're loving your food, and Corey's saying he wants bacon on his pretzels.
Well, I tell you what. Pardon me. The bacon is, we've got a applewood smoked uncured bacon that's on truck 1. We are at Lake Park. Lake Park is the part that we're at is going to be the tennis courts and north of the golf course. And that's going to be Lincoln Memorial, Kenwood, Lakeshore Drive. So we're in that area right there. Scout Lake. Scout Lake doesn't have the charcoal grill, but we offer the chicken and the pork from Wicked One, and we hot hold in a hot hold device. But we have assorted sausages down there that we also grill, and we have a broiler grill, 2 deep fryers, and you're going to be getting bacon. You're getting bacon. Go to Scout Lake. That's our 30-day tour, and you said Kevin, you're going to be able to get some bacon this week and this weekend with our Sunday brunch. So we've got that. Yeah. We have an exclusive using yours applewood smoked uncured bacon.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
And then we roast it over charcoal. And it's just absolutely amazing.
Well, good. Yeah, I mean, his foods are amazing and they sound amazing. I'm looking forward to you continuing to bring us delicious food.
It's going to keep happening.
Yeah, good. Is there anything else you want to say? Anything else you want to promote that you're doing with the company? Or
The Traveling Beer Garden is sponsored by Sprecher. We are inside the Milwaukee County Parks. And we will be traveling till September 4th.
Okay.
So we cook 7 days a week, Monday through Friday from 4 to 9, Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 9.
Okay.
We have our Sunday brunch. We have our Friday fish. How did I
Yeah,
miss
Friday
that?
Fish Fry, right?
Oh, Lord, how did I miss that?
Oh, well, you didn't miss it. We're talking about it now. It must not be all these beers.
I just had 1 beer.
Yeah. It looks
Friday
like-
fish. Yeah, you get 3 pieces of we're doing a Corona cod. We've been doing so much fish that a couple different vendors wanted to try to get inside the truck. So Gordon Food Service is our main provider. GFS down on Miller Parkway and down in Franklin when we're down in the southern parks. And we got a great beer battered cod, 3-piece, hand-cut fries.
Yum.
And we'll start going back to a coleslaw. I had some
Okay.
issues with some of the cabbages that were coming
Yeah.
out. And we're getting more cabbage, we're getting more locally grown products. And I
Sure.
want local grown products.
Yeah.
Our potatoes come from Friedstad, Wisconsin, from Alum, A-L-U-M. So our potatoes are Wisconsin potatoes.
Cool.
So we do have an Idaho-style potato and a russet. So I try to source everything as close as possible to Wisconsin. I'm from here, spent 25 years in Florida, but I'm from here,
yeah.
so I want this. I want Usingers, I want Johnsonville, I want anything that can say Milwaukee or
Yeah.
Wisconsin. The cheese curds, unbelievable.
Yeah, the cheese curds are really good too.
The cheese curds.
Bonnie
It's-
says that your food is super allergen friendly and you're super transparent with all the things that go into your food. So she's super thankful for that.
Yes, thank you, Bonnie. Thank you so much for that. Yep, no artificial fillers, no artificial preservatives. It's charcoal. It's nothing fake. It's meats. It's vegetables. We do have a French roll that we do on our sandwiches instead of a cheap hamburger bun that falls
Sure.
apart.
Yeah.
I want something that can hold up and they can go around with the truck sausage,
Yeah.
shove it in
Take a
their
nice
pie
bite,
hole
yeah.
and take a nice bite instead of getting it all over you.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I go to Carnivore, I get what I want. When I go to home, my restaurant is home in Bayshore. I'll go there for wings. I go there for the beef stroganoff. I go there for their filet. It's Wisconsin. They got the Lazy Susan. I want the meats. I want the cheeses. I want the crackers. I want the liverwurst. I want everything Wisconsin. And that's what I want, so I'm trying to give our clients the same thing.
That's awesome. You guys, I hope you're hungry because I am. And maybe a little thirsty after if you saw our first segment on City Lights, City Lights Brewing Company. I think we've really gotten to focus a lot of wonderful positive energy on your business. And
Wicked Urban Grill.
You are giving a lot of positive energy out into the city. So
I love it.
We
I
thank you
love
for
it.
that. Yeah.
We're bringing families and children. We're in the parks. We're in the family locale.
Yeah.
We want families to come in. We have the beanbag toss. We have lawn dice. You can bring your snacks. You can even bring your own dinners. Here I am putting my boot in my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm the guy that's catering the local beer gardens, but I can't tell people that you can't bring in your beef ravioli and your 3-bean salad. I might want some of them.
So make sure you
I
bring
don't shy
extra
away
plates.
from food. But it's a local place that's fun, it's family friendly, and we change different places. So, and we try to offer everything.
Well, thank you so much, Cooper, for coming in.
Awesome.
It was a pleasure. You
Awesome.
guys, make sure you stop by his food truck. Support our community and the people who are in
Charcoal.
it. Yeah, is that what the charcoal?
Charcoal.
Yeah,
Charcoal.
look at that, charcoal. Oh yeah, hold it up to this camera. There we go. You can see charcoal.
Charcoal.
Well, thank you
Gases
so much,
for
Cooper.
frying.
Yeah, we really appreciate you
I
showing
love
up.
my hair. I got it done
Milwaukee
from Revolution Hair Studio down in South
There's
Milwaukee.
another shout out right
Look
there,
at
you
that.
guys.
Zach the barber. Check that out. I know.
Well,
I
good. Well,
love it.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for being on Milwaukee Live, and you
Oh, yeah.
guys make sure you tune in. Again, we're going to continue this series along with the brewing series as well, and really focus on our community and the people who are in it. So thanks so much for watching Milwaukee Live again.
Milwaukee Live.
My name is Brittany, and I hope to see you guys next time.
Later.
We go all night, yeah. We got that fight, yeah. A future look nice, yeah. A future look bright, yeah.